If you're just joining us, you've been watching Community Reports on Channels Television, and in this edition, we're focusing on children writers. 10-year-old Rotimi Balogun is also a growing author who loves to read.
I like to do karate, football, swimming, tennis, golf, rugby, and to read adventure books.
Writing his first book was quite interesting for him.
It was very interesting because I've never written a book before. The title is The Fight for Amanita, and I wrote it because I love expressing myself through words. I had to cope with my busy schedules and with my mentorship program. I also had to cope with my tennis, swimming, and karate practices. Long ago, there lived a tall and handsome boy called Jagu. People often called him Jag. Jag lived in a universal world called Amanita. He lived with his parents but loved to go on adventures with his friends, Erima, Kefe, and Uma. I would love to be a footballer when I grow up, and also an author. And when I retire, I will be a coach, and like Antonio Conte and Ole, which is my favorite, and I'll also continue to write more books. I'll write my biography, I'll write about education, and I'll also write about football.
A word for young writers and their parents.
I will say that they should not give up, and that readers are readers. I will tell them to engage their child with books or educational games, and as long as their child is happy, they can still and I also hope that they can engage their child with books.
I believe that people should follow their dream, my son inclusive. He was the one that showed his talent, and we are just there to encourage him. So he has expressed himself in different ways, not just through reading books and writing books, through sports as well. So we are there to guide him concerning his writing endeavors. He has mentioned writing about football, really interested in football, and we look forward to getting more books written by him.
One common theme with all of these children is they love to read. Reading is a habit the children must cultivate from a very early age in life.
You know, a lot of children out there, they just don't want to take time to read. They're distracted because, yes, they have the iPad, they have the television, they have all of that, and they naturally would not go out and reach for a book. And definitely, when you read books, you become better writers.
The moon sets, the stars disappear, and the sun rises to shine upon the Bijou houses. The Bijou houses are ancient, enormously tall buildings in the city. Each house has different colors with walls and lots of open spaces. Aya, a studious but 9-year-old girl, lives in one of the Bijou houses with her parents as the only child of the family, having only recently moved to the area.
Taking the work back to the schools. Development of every child's reading ability starts from the teachers who teach them.
We need to ensure that teachers are qualified, teachers are equipped, teachers undergo training from month to month, year to year, and you ensure that you have a checklist to measure this thing over a period of time to ensure that the standard that you set as a government is being met. So if you put all those things in place, and one of the other things is structure. What kind of structures do we have for our children to learn? If you have an enabling environment for learning will take place. It's all about equipping the teachers, giving them training, the structure, the materials, the books. All those things makes education what it is today. So if all those things are in place, education will move forward in society, and everybody needs to contribute to that development.
In Nigeria, we need to do a whole lot of taking our teachers from the traditional way of thinking to present their materials to begin to think about how do we make these more practical and engaging for the children. How to just see beyond note copying, how to just see beyond asking children to just copy notes. How do we engage them? How do we make our entering point so engaging that children truly are part of their own learning? And it's far beyond, picture taking, but we are true to ourselves that of a truth. In our school, we're doing everything possible to make sure that our system of education go beyond note copying, passing exams, to the reality of the children really learning.
These young children here have also tried their hands on writing. Others are learning the ropes. Akomio Morisola is a 6-year-old girl. She tells us about the story she wrote and the lessons you can learn.
The story is about Deji, the great footballer, who likes to become a great footballer in the future. So one day, his parents went out to the market to buy some food. Then his friends now came and invited him out for football practice. So Deji now disobeyed his parents and now went out. While he was playing, Deji now sprained his ankle.
So what's the story? What's the lesson in the story?
That you should always listen to instructions.
And these are other children writers.
The title of my book is Mugla and the Spider. It is about a witch named Mugla and a spider named Anta. Mugla was a very wicked witch, while Anta was a very timid spider. Mugla got transformed into a hen, while Anta had smooth skin and sin.
What's the lesson in the book?
For children to not be wicked and selfish.
The title of my book is Vehement. It is about a young girl named Aya who saves a city from a wicked witch named Mrs. Ore who was banished from the town.
What's the lesson in the book?
The lesson from my book is that you should always take the punishment you do for a bad thing you do upon people.
Attended to immediately, the doctor said. The nurses rushed Deji to the ward and showed his parents the waiting room, where they waited anxiously for the doctor.
Reading alone is fun, but it's greater when we read together.
In the busy city of Ibadan, there lived a family known as the Tolerants. They had a wonderful son named Deji, who loved football and hoped to become a great footballer in the future.
Oh no! I hurt my leg, Deji cried as he writhed in pain. His coach and friends tried helping him to a nearby clinic.
After a week in the hospital, Deji recovered fairly and was discharged. He narrated his experience to his friends, and almost importantly, he warned them to be very obedient to their parents.
Building a good writing skill requires a lot of reading. So to be a good writer, you must have the love for books. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. If you miss any episode, you can check it on our YouTube channel. You can also send your comments to the social media handles showing on your screen. Until I see you again, be good. Bye for now.